2017 Mazda 3 with the 2-liter inline 4-cylinder. Today we're going to be doing the valve cover gasket. Let's get to it. First step is to remove our engine cover. You just pull up on these and they're held in with these little suction cup doohickeys. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the 4 bolts holding our coil packs on. But before we do that, we're going to go ahead and remove the connectors by pressing your finger down right here and pulling back gently on the wire, sometimes giving it a little bit of a wiggle just to help it out. Let's move these out of the way the best that we can. Let's go ahead and get some of these wires off of here. Remove this connector. I designed that odd so it grabs on twice. And this hose. Let's see if I can't break that loose. Good. There we go. And we got some wires we need to pull out. Go ahead and remove your oil dipstick. Get yourself a pair of needle noses and gently pry up on these wiring harnesses. And this hose right here, actually is not in the way. It's not on the valve cover, but it is in the way of removing it. So we're going to go ahead and pinch that. Let's see if we can't lift that up a little bit and out of the way. Do I want to remove this from here or there? I'm going to go from here. I'm going to go ahead and remove this hose from the high pressure fuel pump. Very careful not to damage the hose. Just give it some gentle pushes. There we go. Beautiful. And I think it would be easier unplug this from the back. Nope, it circles around. If we can get enough slack out of this, we can just lay this over top. And it looks like there's a connector. There's a little plastic piece right back here behind the engine. We'll just need to pry that one off. It's just like the ones on top here. That should give us all the slack we need. Nice. Yeah. Just barely works out. Now we can go ahead and start removing the valve cover bolts. They are 10 millimeters. And with the bolts removed, we're gonna get ourselves a little pry bar. And I cannot stress this enough, how gently you need to be with these plastic valve covers. Just gently apply pressure. Do not force it, do not become impatient. Move that pry bar around a little bit. Give it a little bit of wiggle here and there. You can get one corner up. See it coming. Nice and easy. Nice and easy. Tight like a tiger. Move around to the back corners. A little bit of a obstacle getting in here, but it can be done. There you go. What a beaut! Get out of here. Oh, this one's laying over just fine. How come you can't do that? What's the secret here? Alright. And when you pull it up, your sensor right here is going to go inside. So make sure you watch out for that. And this corner right here is going to try to grab. So just kind of rotate it up like this, and you'll be able to pull it straight out. Wow, that came off in one piece. No, it did break. That one piece broke off right here. There we go. Beautiful. All right. And with the valve cover removed, we're going to go ahead and get rid of the old RTV here, 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 and here. You can use a flathead screwdriver, or if you have a gasket scraper, that works really good too. Unfortunately, I can't find mine right now. So just take your time. Make sure if there's any dirt, don't let it go into the engine. Leave yourself a nice clean surface. Grab yourself a can of brake clean and attach the little straw that they come with, and when you're spraying around the edges, you're going to be aiming out from the engine. So your goal is to spray everything away from the inside of the engine like so. RTV back here. grab yourself a rag and work your way around, making sure that it's all nice and dry. And the last thing you need to do, get that same rag, spray it with some brake clean, and you're gonna come in here and you're gonna get these inner spark plug valley areas and just try to wipe these off. There shouldn't be any dirt on them because they're pretty internal, but I always like to make sure they're nice and clean for the new gasket to seal properly too. Next, get yourself some black RTV. Put ourselves a nice dab in each of those 4 locations. And to go over these, just in case people were curious, the reason we put dabs here and here because these sections are hard for the gasket to seal because it's such a sharp turn for the gasket. And here we put RTV because this is actually a front cover that covers your timing kit, and this is what actually bolts to the engine. So if you don't put it right there, you'll have seepage on those areas where they connect together. Next, we can get our valve cover and our brand new gasket. Here's the part number. You start by laying this down in the center, making sure to press all around. Make sure that each one of the spark plug valley gaskets seals completely. I'm going a little off camera. Let's turn that a little bit. There we go. And from here, we can work our way around. Our new gasket installed. Go ahead and flip this bad boy around. Line everything up. Give it a good tap, especially in the corners, and start putting our bolts back in. Now I'm going to install the bolts in the same order that you're going to put them down in. So you always start right in the middle and then you work your way out from the center. make sure you put down, make sure you start each bolt before you put any of them down, because magically the last bolt will never line up for some reason. And that's just the way it is. Getting a lot of my head and not the work I'm doing. Oh, I forgot about this one. I'll just go over how to put them down. Alright, and with each one of them started, start with that center one. And crisscross. Check, make sure I didn't miss any of them. That's it. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Go ahead and reinstall everything else exactly how you took it apart in reverse order, and you'll be golden. If this video helped you out, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll see y'all next time.